to survival camp or listen to SAR's video, you can never make a mistake. Well, I've told you that many times. You can't make a mistake. You can always make something out of it. Okay? On this side here, when the person was breaking the back down, they didn't get it straight.
That was Arnie.
So there's no black backbone on this side of beef. So what he did for us, we're going to make strip steaks out of this instead. So we got a few of the interior bones. We're going to cut down by the sirloin end with the knife. Here, bless you.
Thank you.
You're going to cut it right around that blade on the sirloin bone. And you're going to come across. This is the sirloin steaks when we get done. And this is going to be strip steaks now. So we still have a few bones in here. Just because where Arnie cut the back down, bless you again. You have the backbone, the rib bone still on here. So we're going to take the rib bones off.
How many days did we age this?
7 days.
7 days, okay. I couldn't remember. I was thinking 5, but I was like, that ain't right.
Kill on Sunday, cut on Sunday. Okay, so now we're down here with, as you see, the aged meat. We'll cut it off. Just don't like them on our steaks. Just don't look good. Nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It just ain't pretty.
Just ain't pretty. As you can see, the meat still looks good. There's no mold. There's nothing there you got to worry about. Kept Arnie's few rocks before he dropped it. So we will grind that.
Again, this was farm processed.
Okay. She doesn't want tails on her steaks, so we're going to take the tail off.
Yeah, they just annoy me.
And now we're going to cut steaks. Now, one picky about on my strip steaks, you have a tendon that runs down through here on the top. And in the grocery stores and the steakhouses, they don't take them off. So you can buy a $25 steak and you get down there and you get that piece so darn tough you can't see straight. Then you're going to think your $25 steak wasn't any good. So I just take them off, the edge off when I'm doing it. You can see it there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay?
Yep.
Take it off so it chews like rubber. Clean the meat off of it.
The meat goes in the grind bucket and the rest is trash.
Okay. Again, this was when this was processed out in the field, where it wasn't a very good job, but we can make it work.
So these steaks are in place of what?
These, instead of being T-Bone and Porterhouse,
We got strip steaks.
these are strip steaks.
Okay. They still look good.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
People like strip steaks better because they're boneless. My personal opinion, you got to have a little bone in it to give it some flavor.
So that's where your flavor's at.
But you're going to take that home and you're going to salt and pepper and whatever else you want to do to it. You might even marinate it for a day or so. And one of the best marinades you can get is beer. And it cooks off the alcohol when you're cooking.
For your beef?
For your beef.
Huh. I've never done that.
Because you don't drink.
That's true. Arnie does.
But he drinks whiskey. And whiskey's good, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a piece here, kind of ugly looking, okay? Butterfly.
Now it looks beautiful.
So now you got a steak.
Awesome.
Okay?
Yep.
That's simple. Okay? You're not
Okay, ready?
Seems how we messed up the other end of this loin. We're just going to bone out this sirloin in. It's a little bit harder to bone out because the bone goes two different ways. Take your bone, you can see your bone now, you got it good and clean here on this side, so you can see an idea how your bone runs. Take your knife and follow the bone. Okay, and see how it curves? It'll curve on you, and it comes down here to the bottom. Then, you gotta get back up in here, as the meat goes the other way also, so you gotta get back up in here, and get the meat off the bone the other way. Now you got a piece of boneless sirloin. A lot of you don't know how to handle sirloin steaks. Most of you don't eat sirloin steaks. You're used to buying top sirloin. There's a difference between the top and the bottom sirloin. This is your top sirloin. This piece right here I'm getting ready to take off. It's called a culotte. If you buy a petite steak, petite sirloin at your Texas Roadhouse, your steakhouses, that's when you get a petite one, this is what you're going to get your steak out of.
From the top sirloin.
You're going to get it off the top sirloin.
The culotte.
The culotte. Okay?
Okay.
Now the funny thing about this is, if you cut all this, if you leave this piece on here when you're cutting it against the grain this way, but this top piece you cut with the grain. It lays funny.
Huh.
So when I take this off here, I'm not going to cut it this way like I would my steak. I'm going to cut it this way, so it's cut with the grain. A good sharp knife is always helpful.
Those are definitely lacking here. They're like cute little somethings.
Kind of look like a lamb chop.
They almost lamb choppy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a bite. Bite of meat right there.
Well, on this beef, for some reason, the culotte wasn't very big.
Right.
And I don't know why. Can't tell you. Don't know. I just know it'll make something.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know if I had any more steak meat over there.
She's got a bag down there, half full.
So if you got a youngster in your house,
Wave, Eva. Say hi. No.
you can feed them their own little petite steak.
Yeah, look at that, baby. Aren't these cute? Would you eat that steak? Huh? In one bite, wouldn't you? You want the whole bloody pack, don't you? Yeah. She's a carnivore up in here. So what was this here you just chunked off to be?
It's going to be another sirloin. I'm just going to cut it different.
Okay.
Just because most people can't cut a bigger steak
Right.
by hand.
Oh. It's pretty.
Top sirloin.
Okay.
Good eating.
Good, good, good. You know, as big as he was, he's not as marbly as I thought he'd be.
No, he's not. Eva?
Eva's baby petite steaks, labeled by Eva.
Eva, I gotta go